The most important factorisation you will ever have to do. Sadly, or maybe happily, it's the easiest. It's actually the easiest if you go home and learn 5 lines and commit them to memory. The first line is quite simply this. Line number 1 is multiply the first number, multiply it by the third number, and you must always make sure the quadratic is written in quadratic form. This is called a quadratic expression. Can you see we've got an x squared and then an x and then a number? Now, write down that instruction, and what we're going to do over here is we're going to follow the instruction. So what is the first number in this case? I mean, it's just read it. What's the first number? 3. Number 3. So the first number is 3. Now, I should have said here, first number, not first. First number multiplied by third number. Because of the mistake you made, I'd written something down wrong. So the first number is 3. The third number is 8. What does 3 times 8? And the answer is 24. That's line number 1. You learn it. I test you. I might give you a test next week. What are the 5 lines? And you write down the 5 lines. You must learn the 5 lines. Line number 2. Find factor pairs. Well, have a guess. Find factor pairs of what? Find factor pairs of what? Of number just found. Find factor pairs. I mean, when you go on, you've just calculated 24, and what I say now is, now find factor pairs. Find factor pairs of, now today it's 24. Tomorrow it'll be another number. So you're finding the factor pairs of the new number, of the number you've just found. So, what are the factor pairs of 24? 1 and 24. Must do them in order of size. 2 and 12. 3 and 8. Use a calculator if you have to. Does 4 go in? 6. Does 5 go in? No. Does 6 go in? I don't need to do it. Now, you've got to learn a trick, and this is a very important trick. You don't have to do this maybe in a week's time. In a week's time, you may not have to do this. But what you do now is number 3, and number 3 you might leave out in a few days' time. Change signs be nice if I spelt it right. Change signs on each pair. Change signs on each pair. So that's going to be -1, comma, -24, -2, comma, -12, -3, comma, -8, -4, comma, -6. Step number 4. By the way, none of us are writing out these steps ever again. You're learning them and they're in your head. None of us are writing them out again. So number 4, which find the pair that, do you want me to use a fancy word? I can use the word adds, which is a non-fancy word, or I can use a technical word that is sum, or sums, which is a technical word for adding, and you're meant to know it. So you could get a question in the exam which says, sum the following numbers. And you go, huh? because you've never heard it. Sum means add them up. So find the pairs that sum. So I put an S on, that shouldn't be there. That sum to the middle number. Now, in the context of this problem, what is the middle number? What is the middle number? I would say I'm going to emphasize the sign in front of it, and I'm going to say plus 10. So what you do in your head is you replace each of the commas by a plus symbol. Which of those pairs will add up, and there's only one, which pair will add up to 10? 4 and 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. You are not allowed in your exam to highlight. They tell you not to use a red pen. Use it. Highlight the one that works. And then you are on to number 5 and the final rule. And the final rule is quite simply this. The final rule is split the middle. Now, how many D's in middle?
2.
Good. Split the middle. I could leave it with the word middle, but I'm going to use a technical word again called term. Because that is the first term. Term is another word for item. It's a mathematical word. Split the middle term into circled numbers. Now, I'm saying to you that everything on the right-hand side is in your head except for 24, except for 3 times 8, 24, and the pairs. None of the writing do you ever write down. You don't get any marks for it, nothing. And it takes too long. So watch what I'm going to do over here. Which term did they ask me to change? They asked me to change this term. Now watch very carefully. I'm writing down a plus 4. Where did I get that plus 4 from? There. But it's a plus 4x. Why is it a plus 4x? Because this is an x. What's the next thing I write down? What's that say there? It says plus 6, doesn't it? So I'm writing down a plus 6x. What's plus 4x plus 6x? 10x. So it matches the line above. And what number is at the end? Plus 8. What's it looking like? Isn't it looking like what we did a few days ago? Factorising pairs, except this would be the easiest one you'll ever get. What's the common factor? What is the common factor for the first pair? Obvious. 1 and x. What's left behind? X is definitely left behind. 3. Who said 3? Yeah. Double check it. What's 1 times 3? Right, so I've got it right. You have to get it right. What's x on x? Right, so it's got it right. There's a plus sign. How do I know it's a plus sign? Because that says a plus sign. What number's left behind, if anything? It's always a number. 4. Check it. What's 1x times 4? 4x. What's our cheat? What's our cheat? A minus. A tiny gap. What's in the second bracket? The same as the first bracket. What's the common factor for 6 and 8? Easy peasy. Common factor for 6 and 8 will always be easy peasy. It's 2. Does the minus sign work? What's minus 2 times a plus 3? Don't even look at the line above. What's minus 6x, minus 6, minus 6x. Does that match the line above? What does it mean about our minus then? You can't have it there. So if you can't have a minus? Plus. Well done, you. What's our last line? 2 brackets. What's in the first bracket? Not that it matters. But that's what we tend to do. I think the book does the exact opposite, which is a real irritant. And what goes in the second bracket? 1x plus 2. And that is a 10-mark question. If you've got all these written out, you get 3 marks. If you circle the right pair, you've passed the question at a higher level. So is higher level hard, if this is one of the hardest? Because some of you are just interested in passing it. Now, if you want to have a go at higher level in the leaving cert, because if the inspector's popping into my room now, he'll be telling me off. He'll be saying, you shouldn't be talking about leaving cert to the students in your class, it's too early. Whether you're doing ordinary level or not, you will take a big hit if you can't get this question right all day, every day. Now, I'm going to be honest. I've taught this to students who are not very good at maths, and I've taught it to students who are brilliant at maths. And the only ones who can't do this question are the ones that have been unable to learn those 5 rules. And if you learn those 5 rules, you will get this right all day and every day. Now, I am going to do this, I want to do it with you, and I'm going to do the working out for this one here, but I want you to do it slightly ahead of me. You obviously haven't learnt the rules, because that's your homework between now and Monday, so you're reading them. So I don't want to ask anyone, because if this goes according to plan, I might put this one up on YouTube so the other classes can use it, in case their teacher is away. But you can use you can shout out. I'm not going to call names. I don't want names going up on YouTube. What's the first and the last in this case? What's the first number and the last number? No, first number. Has to be first number. 2. What's the last number? 12. So it's 2 times 12. 2 times 12. What is 2 times 12? Same as the last one, isn't it? Do it anyway. What's the factor pairs for 2 and 12? 1 and? What's the factor pairs for 24? 1 and? 24. 2 and? 12. 3 and? 8. 4 and? 6. What's the next rule? The next rule is draw a line and change the signs on both. -1, -24. -2, -12. -3 and -8. -4 and -6. Have I found all the factor pairs? Yes. Have I changed the signs on each pair? Yes. What is the number in the middle? Now, I said number. I didn't say term. I said the number. Not 11. It's -11. The term in the middle is -11. Take the middle term and put a circle around it and write it there. Add the pairs together. Hands up when you think you know which one you're circling. Hands up. Don't forget, if you're nervous, just get your calculator out. Replace the comma with a plus symbol. What is it? Right. Now, well done you, but what's 3 plus 8? What is 3 plus 8? Go on, say it. 11. Well done. But we're not looking for 11. What were we looking for? But you've done the heavy lifting. That's brilliant, because you know it's wrong. Straight away, as soon as you circle it, that's why you circle it. You know it's wrong as soon as you circle it. And now you know what the answer is. It's obvious what the answer is. Yeah. It's always next to it. If it gives the right number but the wrong sign, it's always the one next to it. What do we now do according to the instructions with the first term? Absolutely nothing. It's 2x squared. What do we do with the minus 11x? We look at the one in red, and what do we replace it with? Split it, so it's going to be minus 3x, and what's the other number? Minus 8x. So we've now done it. Double check. What's minus 3x minus 8x? Minus 11x. Make sure it matches. The most common mistake is, guess what? Leaving out the x's. What number is at the end? Fairly obviously. No change there. Plus 12. Now, what's the common factor for 2x squared minus 3x? 1. What's the common factor letter-wise? X. So now, what number goes here? Anyone? Hands up, please. What number goes there? Everyone. Everyone. Hands up. Clench fists. Give me the answer. Hands up. Everyone. Everyone's fists go up in the air. Everyone's fists go up in the air so I can see who's not giving me an answer. Everyone put their fists up in the air. Can't see two fists at the back. Come on, put your hands up high. Hands up high so I can see them. Right. What number, if we've taken out 1 as a common factor, what number gets left behind? Ready, steady, go. Right, ready, steady, go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yeah, people are saying 2. Is there a letter left behind? Shout out. Is there a letter left behind? What's the letter left behind? X. Minus sign. What number's left behind if I've taken out 1? What number is left behind? Shout out. 3. Is there an X left behind? No, because the X was taken out. What's the rule? Put a minus sign. Leave a gap. What goes into the second bracket? 2x minus 3. Close the bracket. Don't look at the signs. Just look at the numbers. What's the common factor for 8 and 12? 4. 4 goes into both. Does the minus sign work this time? What is minus 4 on 2? What is minus 4 on a plus 2? Minus 8. Does it match the one above? Yes, so the minus sign's correct. So now we end up with 2 brackets. What's in the 2 brackets? Big shout out. 1x minus 4 and 2x minus 3. Doesn't matter which order you write it in. I just chose to write it that way because I'd already written the 2 in. Okay. This whole lesson could be just doing the examples. I swear to God. Your only homework is, can you do the examples again for homework? Writing out the 4 examples again on a page that you're turning over. And can you do them again? And they should be identical. And you are not doing it by looking at them, you are doing it by looking at numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now this is so important because when you come into school on Monday, I'm not going to do any examples with you at all. I'm going to set you the work. You're going to do the work entirely in the lesson. And if you're getting stuck, I'm going to come up to you and say, recite the 5 things to me. Number 1, first by last. Number 2, calculate the factor pairs. Once you've calculated the factor pairs, what do? Draw a line, change the signs on both numbers. Number 3, circle the one that adds up to the middle number. Split the middle number. Yeah.
What if there's 4 numbers in the sum?
There will never be. What I said to you, if there's 4 numbers in the sum, you're at this line and you do what you did 2 days ago. Do you understand? There are no trick questions. And if they've been stupid enough to put trick questions in the exercise, I'll be not setting it because you never get trick questions on this. Okay. Could you please write out this question now? You may need to use the calculator for the additions. You may need to use the calculator for the multiplications. You know, the important thing is, can you identify the first and last number? That's the important thing. Now, I don't want to call names because I'm going to actually throw this up onto YouTube. So, pointing. What's the first number? I've got 3 numbers there, written in order, always the same order. What's the first number you come across? There's three numbers. What's the first number? 8. You know, I'm not trying to trick you, I swear to God. And you multiply the first number by the last number. Now, mistakes are made in this. What's the last number?
3.
No, it isn't. Yeah, well done you. The last number is minus 3. Minus 3. Please use a calculator if you're nervous. What's 8 times minus 3? Minus 24. The clue is in the working out. One number will be a minus sign and one number will be a plus. So it's up to you how you do it. Sometimes I do 1 on minus 24 because I'm taking the lead off the second number as a minus sign on it. So just focus on 24. 2 and 12. But the second one must be a minus because there's a minus in the question. 3 and 8, but it must be a minus because there's a minus in the question. 4 and, but it must be, yeah. And it always works. And the trick is, check before you go on. If there's a plus up there, they're all pluses. If there's a minus up here, one of them has to have a minus on it. Then what do we do? Draw the line. What do we do then? Change the signs. Comma, 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 24, 12, 8. Have I changed the signs on both? Yes, I have. The plus has become a minus and the minus has become plus. What's my focus number? I'm going back to the original question. What's my focus number? Give me a sign. Plus 10. Always give the sign in front for the focus number. Yeah? Now you might need a calculator. Which of those do you think when you add them together, you literally type into the calculator or into your head what you see in front of you? So I'm looking at 1 plus minus 24. And if I can work that out in my head, I don't need a calculator. And I'm saying yes or no. Doesn't work, does it? It's minus 2. Be honest with me. Who thought it was 2 and minus 12? Who thought it was 2 and minus 12? Anyone? Yeah? Right. Do it on the calculator. What's 2 minus 12 give you? Or do it in your head. What does 2 plus minus 12 give you? 2 plus minus 12. Can't hear you. Well, that's minus 12, yeah? So 2 plus minus 12. What does it give you on the calculator? Use the one next to you. Borrow. I'm surprised he wasn't handing it over to you. 2 plus minus 12. Which is wrong, isn't it? But what's the only thing it's wrong? Is the 10 bit wrong? No, only the sign bit's wrong. So that tells us straight away it's going to be this one here. Double check. On your calculator, what's minus 2 plus 12? And the answer is 10. What's the next thing we do? We come down here, we leave the first term unchanged. The second term, according to this, I'm starting it off with a 2, but it's minus 2x. And then it's going to be plus 12x minus 3. What's the common factor for 8 and 2? The highest common factor for 8 and 2? 2. What letter is common? X. What obvious number must go here to make 8? 2 times 4. What letter obviously goes here? Because x times x is x squared. If I've taken 2 out as a common factor, what number is left behind? Always never. If I take out the whole number, someone said it, if you take out the whole number, the number left behind is 1. Minus sign, second bracket, 4x minus 1. They are both cheats. What's the common factor for 12 and 3? Common factor, what number goes into 12 and 3? Highest number that goes into 12 and 3? 3. Does minus 3, what does minus 3 times plus 4 equal? What does minus 3 times plus 4 equal? Minus 12. Do we have a minus 12? So what do we do with the sign? Plus, change it. Then the last line is 2 brackets. What goes in the first bracket? I'm a creature of habit. 4x minus 1. What goes in the second bracket? 2x plus 3. Now, I'm not going to insult you. The way the book does it is unbelievably bad. I could spend the next 5 minutes and I could do that. Or, and this is what I'm going to throw at you, what did I ask you to do for homework? The only thing I've asked you to do for homework, well, if you're away, catch up on last week's work. The only thing I've asked you to do for homework is make sure this is all copied down neatly now. If it isn't, make sure you watch the video and copy it down. Number 2, learn those 5 statements. It's a bit like learning a poem for English, except it's more important. The poem you learn for English, you might only need for junior cert. This, inverted commas, poem for maths, this set of lines you have to learn, takes you through your entire mathematical journey wherever it ends. For some of you, it would end working in an engineering. For some of you, it will end with a degree. For some of you, it would end with a leaving cert. For some of you, it will end with your PhD. That's how important those 5 lines are. So please learn them. If I told you to learn a poem in first year, second year, that was going to be guaranteed marks, it will turn up in the leaving cert exam, would you not be mad not to learn it? No matter how bad your memory was, you would learn it. Wouldn't you? And that's what I'm saying to you about those sentences you have to learn. Now, what I'm asking you to do is the only homework I'm setting you as an extra question is, and I will go over that on Monday, is can you do this one? What's the first number? What's the last number? No, it's not. It's minus 6. What's 7 times minus 6? Minus 42. So 1 is going to be a plus number in the factor pair. So you can do all the pairs and make, What's the middle number for this one? Minus 19. So I'll just get it started for you. What is the first number? 7. Always write that down. What are you doing? You're multiplying it by the last number, which is minus 6. You are getting minus 42. You are then doing the factor pairs for 42. Now, some people make the mistake, and I'm starting it for you, and they start doing this. You might need a calculator for that one. Does 4 work? No. Does 5 work? No. Does 6 work? Actually, 6 does work. It's 6 sevens. Does 8 work? No, it doesn't. Does 9 work? No, it doesn't. And then don't bother because 7 is already there. I've made a mistake. What's the mistake I've made? Rookie error, deliberate by the way. I should have made them all.
All mine.
I should have made 6 and minus 7. Yeah. Right. That was the mistake I made. What do I then do? What do I then do? So I'm lazy, so I'll do 1, 2, 3, 6. I will do comma, 42, 21, 14, and 7. And then which signs am I changing? These ones here. What is the middle number? What is the middle number? Minus 19. And what I'm asking you to do is finish it off. Can anyone tell me which ones add up to give minus 19? Two. Finish it off for homework. Off you go. Now we factorise in pairs. X is a common factor, leaving with 7x plus 2. Put in the traditional minus sign, leave a space, repeats in the second bracket. Then ask yourself, what's the common factor for 21 and 6? The answer is obviously 3. What's minus 3 on plus 7? And it's minus 21, so it works. It matches the minus 21 up there. So we know it's right. And now we can finish it off, 7x plus 2 and x minus 3.